Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, if you like sports, if you like NFL, baseball, basketball, make sure you hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, ring all notifications, and give the video a thumbs up because I do live streams when we do have live sports. Hopefully, we can get back to that soon. So just make sure we're here for that. We have a fun time on the chat. I do live streams at night now. Just talking about whatever. I'll be actually doing one tonight, actually. So, all right, guys. So this is gonna be the NFL mock draft. This is gonna be the first round. I did a simulator for all 7 rounds, but I'm not gonna put all seven in one video. All right, so this is round one. I found a great site. I'll put a link in the description. It's a mock simulator, and it's a good site. So, all right, first on the list is the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Cincinnati Bengals had them taking Joe Burrow, quarterback out of LSU, won the Heisman, national championship. I think he should be the number one pick for Cincinnati. They need a quarterback, and the guys from Ohio. And so I think that'd be a good pick for the Bengals. Joe Burrow. Our number two is Washington Redskins. And I had the Redskins taking Chaisson, the edge rusher from Ohio State. He probably was the best defensive player, one of the best defensive players in the NCAA last season. But he was top of the ballots, for winning the Heisman, but late in the season. But then he missed a few games. I think that really hurt him down the stretch. But he is the best. He is the best edge rusher, I think, coming out in the NFL draft. So the Redskins have Chaisson. Number three on the list is Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions have them taking Jeffrey Okudah, defensive back from Ohio State. I think he is the best cornerback in the coming up in the draft. And Detroit Lions, they need all kind of help. So Jeffrey Okudah going to go to the Detroit Lions. Number four on the list is the New York Giants. So they went and got Daniel Jones last season in the first round. As they do need offensive line help, but they also need defensive help. And the mock simulator has them taking Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons, linebacker out of Clemson. I know a lot of Giants fans, they're kind of iffy on what they should. Should they go offensive line, or should they go Simmons? Simmons might just be too good to pass up for New York, because this guy can cover, he can rush the passer. He might be too good to pass up for the for New York. All right, next on the list is we have the Miami Dolphins on the clock. Miami Dolphins, they got a bunch of money to spend. They have three picks in the first round, and they have taken Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback out of University of Alabama. I think this is a good pick for Miami, because they definitely going to need a quarterback for the future. And if Tua can stay healthy, I think Tua can be a very good player in the NFL. Just the question is, can he stay healthy? But I think that's just too much for Miami to pass up. I think if Tua does end up being a good quarterback in the league for years to come, Miami will be kicking themselves in the butt if they don't take a chance. As I think Tua is a good pick right now. All right, next on the list is the Los Angeles Chargers. They had them taking Tristan Wirfs, the awesome lineman out of Iowa. That's an interesting pick here. I thought they would have them picking the quarterback, but as they have Tristan Wirfs going from Iowa going over to Los Angeles Chargers. So interesting pick there. All right, next on the list is the Carolina Panthers. And Carolina Panthers had them taking Derrick Brown, defensive lineman out of Auburn University. This guy's a very, very good player. He gave LSU havoc. He gave Alabama havoc. He gave a lot of teams havoc throughout the year. So Carolina taking Derrick Brown to kind of revamp their defense, because Carolina's kind of in a rebuild mode. They're going away from Cam Newton. They got a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, got a new quarterback in Bridgewater. So Carolina have Derrick Brown. Pick number 7. Number 8 is the Arizona Cardinals. Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle out of University of Alabama. They went up, got Kyler Murray in the draft last season. Then they went out and made the trade for Hopkins from the Texans, which don't get me started on that. I think the Texans got they got raped in that trade, but this is a good pick for Arizona as you get them some offensive line help to help protect their franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray. All right, next on the list is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they have taken Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman from the University of South Carolina. So as the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're another team that's trying to rebuild their franchise. Are they going to stick with Gordon Minshew as their quarterback? It looks like that for the time being. So going defense, always good to have defense. So Javon Kinlaw is a good player out of the University of South Carolina. So he's going number 9 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 10 is the Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland Browns, last season everybody said, man, Cleveland Browns, they're going to be the AFC North champ. Didn't turn out that well. A lot of problems, internally with that team. I think the head coach Freddie Kitchen was another big problem for that team. So they have them taking Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle out of Georgia. This is a phenomenal. I think this would be a phenomenal pick for Cleveland. Because Andrew Thomas is outstanding offensive lineman. I don't think he didn't allow a sack last season or a penalty. This guy's going to be he's going to be an all-pro. He's going to be an all-pro player in the NFL. He's going to go to the Pro Bowl a lot in his career if he stays healthy. So good pick for the Cleveland Browns. All right, next on the list is the New York Jets. New York Jets picking number 11, and they have them taking Jerry Jeudy. And Jerry Jeudy, not CeeDee Lamb. A lot of people have CeeDee Lamb as their number 1 receiver in the coming up in the NFL draft. He probably is, but this mock simulator has Jerry Jeudy going to Alabama. I'm sorry, going to the Jets from Alabama. Excuse me. So yeah, Jerry Jeudy was an awesome receiver. He's probably number 2. Probably number 2 prospect coming in the wide receiver position. So yes, the Jets have Jets taking Jerry Jeudy. Number 12 is the Las Vegas Raiders, and they have him taking Henry Ruggs, another receiver from Alabama. That's a little surprising that CeeDee Lamb, that this similar doesn't have CeeDee Lamb going even number 2 from the receiver position. But Henry Ruggs, another fine receiver from the University of Alabama. I think he's going to have a good career because this wide receiver thing is loaded here in the NFL draft. All right, number 13 is the San Francisco 49ers, and finally CeeDee Lamb comes off the board. They have CeeDee Lamb going to San Francisco. Of course, they lost Emmanuel Sanders. They're going to have to replace that. I think this is a good pickup for San Francisco if they're able to get CeeDee Lamb, because he probably is the best receiver in the coming out in the draft, and just another young guy that can give Garoppolo some weapons to throw to. Good pick for San Francisco. Pick number 14 goes over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have Mekhi Becton, offensive tackle out of Louisville. Another tackle that's really high on a lot of people's lists. As Tampa Bay, I think they do need. I do think they need some offensive line help to help protect the aging Tom Brady. So good pickup for the Buccaneers, as they have I think they have the receivers pretty set. So good pick for Tampa. All right, next is the Denver Broncos, pick number 15. They have them picking Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver out of LSU. LSU set a lot of records last season, won the national championship. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Thaddeus Moss, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So a good pick for the Broncos. Gives them a threat at the wide receiver position. Really don't know who they're going to be. Their quarterback is at Denver, but I think they're going to have to address that. I know Drew Lock is on there, but is he really going to be the franchise quarterback for Denver? That remains to be seen. So, all right, next on the list is the Atlanta Falcons, pick number 16, and they have them. This is actually one of the picks I had them picking. One of my mock drafts, the ones I actually picked, is C.J. Henderson, cornerback out of the University of Florida, probably the second or third rated cornerback, depending upon who's grading them. But another awesome defensive back coming out in the draft, and I think this would be a good pick for Atlanta to get C.J Henderson. So good pick for Atlanta. All right, pick number 17 is the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. I think they're. I know this pick. I like this pick. Had this mock simulator. The way they had them picking. I really don't have a problem with this. Is they have them Clavion Chaisson, the edge rusher from LSU. I think Dallas. I think Dallas does need to really kind of shore up that defense. Good pick for them because I think the offense with Prescott, Elliott, Mari Cooper, I think they're pretty set at those positions. So I think defense is the way to go for Dallas. Good pick. So Chaisson goes to the Cowboys. All right, next on the list is the Miami Dolphins, and they have them taking Josh Jones, offensive tackle out of Houston. So another good pick. I think bug fine. I'm just about that. Another good pick there for Miami because I think if you're gonna draft Tua, as your franchise quarterback, you're gonna want to protect him. So best way to attack him is the offensive tackles. We got to protect his blind side. You don't want your quarterback getting hit all the time, and because of course you can't touch quarterbacks much anymore, but still got to protect them. So good pick there for Miami because if you're gonna protect you're gonna get a franchise quarterback, you want to protect them. So good pick there. All right, next on the list is the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, pick number 2 in the first round for them, as they have them going Kristian Fulton, cornerback out of LSU. This guy, Stingley got a lot of pub for LSU, and rightfully so. But Kristian Fulton, you rarely heard his name called during football games. He held his own on that other side of the field. He was a very, very good player for LSU for the 2 years that he played full time for LSU. Helped them win the national championship last season. So good pick. Good pickup for the Las Vegas Raiders. Right next on the list is the Jacksonville Jaguars, as they have them taking Xavier McKinney, the safety out of the University of Alabama, as they have them picking defense again. Like I said, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is a good draft for them to pick up defense. I think Fournette's in there at running back. Like I said, Minshew. Are they going to stick with him long term? Remains to be seen. But this mock draft has them taking defense and pick number 2, Xavier McKinney. All right, next on the list is the Philadelphia Eagles. And they have Philadelphia Eagles taking defense. They have them taking Kenneth Murray, linebacker out of the University of Oklahoma, probably the best linebacker coming in the draft. And then Patrick Queen, probably 1 and 2. But the Eagle, they have this mock draft has them taking Philadelphia taking Kenneth Murray at pick number 21 in the draft. All right, pick number 22 is Minnesota Vikings. Yetur Gross-Matos, edge rusher from Penn State. As Minnesota, I'm trying to just think about this pick here because they gave the Saints a lot of problems last year in the playoff game. The Vikings gave them. They rushed them. They were able to get pressure on Drew Brees. Not really sure about that pick. Not really sure if they need an edge rusher, so to speak. But they got Danielle Hunter. All right. So pick number 23. This is surprising. I'm surprised that this draft had this guy going this far in the draft. As Justin Herbert finally gets picked, as they have him going to the New England Patriots. Of course, New England Patriots gonna need to get a quarterback. Is Stidham going to be their franchise quarterback of the future? That remains to be seen. So I think this if Justin Herbert does fall in the 20th round, I don't think he will, but I'm surprised this mock draft has him fallen that far. So New England should pick him if he's there. Justin Herbert. All right, number 24, the Saints on the clock as they need a linebacker. The Saints, I think the biggest need for the Saints is linebacker, and this mock draft has them addressing that as they take Patrick Queen, linebacker out of LSU. He really came on really late in the season last year, especially against Alabama. Had a great game against Alabama. Had a great game against Clemson in the national title game. So if Patrick Queen's on the clock when the Saints pick and Kenneth Murray is gone, I think this would be a good pick for the Saints. All right, next on the list is the Vikings again. Vikings pick again, and they had them picking Trevon Diggs, cornerback out of the University of Alabama. As they mock draft has them picking defense again. Trevon Diggs is a very, very good cornerback. I think he would make a great acquisition for anybody in the NFL. I think Trevon Diggs has the opportunity and the talent to be a starter in the league. So good pick for the Vikings. All right, next on the list is the Miami Dolphins. They're picking again. Pick number 3. This time they went offense the first 2 times. They had Tua, then they had offensive lineman. This time, this mock draft has them taking Grant Delpit, the safety out of LSU. Grant Delpit, he won the Thorpe Award last year. A lot of question marks. Should he won it? Should he not have won it? I think this was a kind of a lifetime achievement award for him because he was much better his junior year than he was his senior year. Got hurt. He really hurt in his senior year, but I think Delpit has all the tools to be a fine NFL player. And they have him Miami picking him at 26. All right, 27 is the Seattle Seahawks, and they have the Seahawks picking defense, A.J. Epensa from the edge rusher from University of Iowa. This is another guy that I was looking at for the Saints. If Patrick Queen and Kenneth Murray was gone, should the Saints take a look at this guy? I think this guy has a chance to be a very good player in the NFL. Can he be a starter? I don't know. Remains to be seen. But I think he could be. I think Epensa has a talent to really be a very good player in the NFL. All right, next on the list is 28 as the Baltimore Ravens. Another guy that I was looking at at the linebacker position for the Saints, depending upon who was available, is Zach Bond. Zach Bond, I think he had over 12 sacks last season. This is a guy that can rush the passer. I think Zach Bond has all the tools to be another outstanding player in the NFL. So they have 28 has the Ravens picking him. All right, number 29 is the Titans. Tennessee Titans, as they have them picking Austin Jackson, offensive tackle from USC. Could be a good pick for them. They signed Tannehill to a big contract. They have Derrick Henry as their running back. So this mock draft has them taking Austin Jackson, offensive tackle out of University of Southern California. All right, next on the list is the Green Bay Packers, number 30. And another talented wide receiver as Tee Higgins from Clemson. This guy is a very good player. I think Tee Higgins is going to be an outstanding receiver in the NFL. And Aaron Rodgers getting up there in age. So just for them, just to add another receiver to his talent pool would be good. I think Green Bay does need more receiver help, and Tee Higgins should help out a lot for them. All right, next on the list is the San Francisco 49ers as they have them taking Jeff Gladney, cornerback out of TC. Another cornerback that's very highly rated coming into the draft. And Frisco lost Buckner to the free agency. So this probably would be a good pick for San Francisco because Richard Sherman is getting up there in age. They're going to have to replace him because he's getting older. So I think this would be a good pick for San Francisco. Right, next and the last pick in the first round goes to the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. They have them picking DeAndre Swift, running back out of Georgia. DeAndre Swift is another talented running back. He was hurt. He was hurt in the SEC title game. He got hurt against Georgia Tech, so he didn't play much at all in the SEC title game. But he's another guy that has I think DeAndre Swift has a lot of talent, and he could be a good running back in the NFL. It's not really a running back league anymore. It's more of a passing league, so running backs are going to have to catch the ball out of the backfield. So can he do that in the NFL at the NFL level? That remains to be seen. But there it is, guys. There is your first round mock draft and simulated. So I'll put a link in the description for the mock simulator, and I'll also list the guys. I know people don't want to watch. They don't want to watch a 20-minute video. I understand. So I'll also put a list of all the teams, where they pick, and who they pick, so that we can look at the description for that. Have a great one, guys, and I'll talk to you next video.